Hello, Crystal Johnson here, your millionaire mentor, the founder of the Millionaire Launchpad. And I am so excited for today because we are going to be talking about the three different types of selling and the exact one that you want to focus on to get even more effortless yeses. So, a little bit more about me. I help my clients, just like you, master their millionaire mindset, become the confident coach and industry leader that they're striving to be, and to really break through their current income ceilings. So let's get into this, y'all. Let's get into the three different types of selling and which one do you want to focus on and how exactly to do that so that you get rid of the tire kickers and the people that are not right for you and start attracting the perfect soul, dream, ideal clients, however you want to say it, right? So here's the three types. The three types of selling is one, bait and switch, which I despise, and that's at the bottom. The second one, up a little bit, is cold selling, and then up a little bit more is warm selling. So it's probably pretty obvious where you want to be, and that's warm selling, but I really want you to understand the different examples, and maybe you can relate to this, and you've been either bait and switched before or you've experienced cold selling and you hopefully have experienced warm selling to know what that feels like. So here's the three different types in more detail. Let's talk about bait and switch. So bait and switch is basically an example of someone reaching out to you and they're like, hey, oh my goodness, you are so interesting. I love what you're doing. I would love to have a connection call or a coffee chat or just get to know you or network or something of that nature. So it's disguised as, hey, let's network, let's get together, let's connect, you're interesting. What you find though is when you get on the phone call, and this happens way more often in our industry than I would hope for because people just don't know what they're doing. And it feels icky for you, the person doing it, and it feels terrible for the person on the other side. And I actually recently had this happen. And here's the thing, if you're trying to get high level clients, such as myself, that tactic is just not going to work. And I think it's a shortcut, it's cheap, and I can sniff it out from a mile away, and so can everyone else, okay? It's just weird energy. So the bait and switch is basically, let's connect. Then what happens is you get on the phone, and the other person will really direct and command the call, which is fine. They're showing up, they're being a leader, but it's like this weird, like, dominance energy. I don't like it. And so basically, they start asking sales types questions. It starts going like, oh, tell me about your ideal client avatar. Tell me about your business challenges. Is there anything else I can help you with? Like, those are obviously sales questions, not getting to know you connection questions. Where if I'm getting on the phone with someone to connect with them, I'm like, so tell me about your past. How'd you get to where you're at now? What are you up to in business now? You know, it's not directly business questions, or if it's a health coach reaching out to you, they're not like, so what are your goals in your health? Like, it's obviously trying to get some information so that they can quote unquote sell you, and that doesn't feel good. It might work in the short term, but long term, it's not a great strategy. It's not sustainable, and let's be real, it doesn't work that well, and it just doesn't feel good. So that's number one. So I hate bait and switch. It happens way too often in our industry. Let me know below if that's happened to you, what happened exactly, or just let me know. It's interesting to hear from other people, and I really want others to be educated on how to sell properly so we don't have the stigma around the industry, or every time someone wants to reach out to connect with me, I'm like, they're going to try to sell me. Or I reach out to someone else because I genuinely want to get to know them and connect with them and maybe network with them, and they're like, she's going to try to sell me. There's just like this energy here. So I'd really like to get rid of that. So bait and switch is the worst kind, and that just happened to me recently. So let's try not to do that, y'all. Next is cold selling. So cold selling is fine if you are in the early stages of your business, or you need a quick cash injection. Sales are down and you need something to happen quickly. Typically, this is for people that don't have a lot of resources already, so you're a little bit newer in business. I would expect if you're more advanced in business not to be using this, because again, you're not going to get those effortless yeses like you are with warm selling, okay? So cold selling is not as sneaky, if you will, as bait and switch, and it's a little bit more direct, which I at least appreciate. And so, for example, cold selling is, let's say you have a Facebook group and you reach out to members in your Facebook group and you're just like, hey, I've been watching you, I've been seeing you, I love what you're up to, I really think I can help you go further, farther, whatever. I think I can help you with this area in your business. I saw you ask this question. I would really love to jump on a phone with you and help you. And if it makes sense, talk about working together even further. So basically, cold selling is reaching out to someone. It's kind of you making something happen, which is okay if you do it the right way. It's not the way that I want my clients to be doing it all the time, especially because they're typically more advanced, because that's not scalable, right? It's just not scalable. But the thing is at least you're being upfront and honest. You're not trying to be sneaky and just get people on the phone and then try to weave in selling behind the scenes and being sneaky, icky. But it still is a little bit more difficult because you haven't gotten that know, like, and trust yet, okay? So you can start off cold and then warm up the conversation in Messenger or whatever and get them on the phone, but still there's not that trust built up. So it can work, and it's a good short-term cash injection if you do it the right way, right? And it feels good for both parties. And I can do that on another training, how to do, getting clients on demand and cold selling. But it's not what I recommend because, again, it's not the easiest way to get yeses. So lastly and finally, obviously, what I recommend for you is to focus on warm selling. So the difference between warm selling and cold selling is that you are priming your ideal dream clients, and you're doing that by providing value first. Instead of, like, with cold, it's like, oh, they have a problem, or oh, I can help them, let me reach out to them. Instead, you are providing value first. So you're demonstrating that you can help them by actually helping them, right? And so that comes with content, quality content. And that's why creating content consistently and high quality content, even if you don't do it like every single day, I mean, that's totally fine. But if you do commit to once a week providing high value content, now you're starting to prime people. Now people are starting to consume how you talk about things. They're seeing your lifestyle. They're getting to know your beliefs, your value system, and they're getting sold on you. Because honestly, most of the time, people are buying you more than anything. Okay, so warm selling takes work. So I really feel like bait and switch is the worst, and then cold selling are kind of like shortcuts to you not doing the work behind the scenes. So many people tell me, they're like, Crystal, I experienced feast and famine, I want consistent revenue, consistent income. And it's like, okay, so what consistent action are you committed to taking to have that consistent revenue? Because here's the thing, it works both ways. If you want consistent revenue, what are we doing consistently? So you can do cold selling consistently and make sales. It just doesn't feel great. So why not shift that and focus on warm selling, which basically means priming people, providing value in advance, showing that you're an expert, showing up confidently, and helping people before they even give you a penny, even if they never give you any money. Because this is coming from a high energetic energy, right? It's of service versus of neediness. So I really want you to focus on that and ask yourself, how can I start priming my dream clients and start providing valuable content? What can I commit to? So I know you high achievers, and a lot of people will be like, oh my goodness, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to do live video every single day for the next 30 days, which is great, but you're going to get burnt out. So let's be realistic. Is the goal realistic? Are you going to commit to it? What's going to get in the way of you doing that? And then address that, right? And so that's why it's so important having a coach, because they can help bring it back down, help you be realistic, and figure out what's going to get in the way of you actually committing to what you said. So I wanted to say, and here's a good example. I want to give you all a case study, okay? So with the warm selling. So there was a point in time where I wanted to fill up and get fully booked with clients with one-on-one, and so I committed to doing daily live videos. Now, you don't have to do daily. I think I did actually every day of the week, so I didn't do Saturday, Sunday, and I did it for like 20 days. And so I just showed up every day, and I gave very valuable content, and I did Facebook Lives in my Facebook group and on my Facebook page. And from that, I got fully booked. And so here's the thing, because I was warm selling people, and it kind of gives you, I don't want to say the right, but it gives you the authority to be able to reach out to people, and they see you as someone already providing value. So that elevates you. It elevates your energy, okay? And so that's really what we're wanting to lean towards, especially if you're wanting to be an industry leader, if you're wanting to be confident, if you're wanting to just have people be magnetized to you, that is the work that it takes, okay? So let's see if I had anything else to do. So basically, in summary, bait and switch, don't do it. Stop doing it if you're doing it. Please, for heaven's sake, stop it. It's icky, it's terrible, stop it, it's not effective. 2 is cold selling. You can do it, but I don't want it to be your long-term strategy, right? I want it to be short-term if you need a cash injection, and I want you to do it the right way. I want you to learn how to do it the right way, how to communicate in the right way, and how to position yourself as someone who's helping and not trying to sell, right? And being unattached to that if you're going to use that method. And if you're even more advanced, I honestly don't really want you using it at all. And I want you to focus on warm selling. I want you to figure out how you can start consistently showing up and giving very high quality value, and then inviting people to talk to you or to work with you. So with that, I would love to invite you, if you are ready to go to the next level in your business, if you're ready, you've been stuck on the hamster wheel and you're stuck at a certain income level, if you feel like you keep procrastinating, you're feeling that doubt and fear, which we all still experience. I'm a self-made millionaire and I still experience doubt and fear, at every single level that happens. And I would argue that as you advance and as you grow, it's even more important that you have a support system in place, okay? So if you are interested in speaking with me, how I can help you go further, how we can have a paradigm shift. I talk about paradigm shifts really, and just blow up your world and your mindset and master that so that you can create the goals and the results that you want, then let's talk. We can have a strategy call. Now, I only have 3 of these every month. So if you go to the link and it's not letting you book, then put in your calendar for the next month, the first of the month, to go there and to hurry up and to get your call, because otherwise it's a paid call. Because even the sales calls, strategy session calls are of high value. So my only warning to you is if you do these calls, you're likely going to want to work with me. I mean, that's just how it is, because you're going to feel supported, you're going to get shifts, you're going to be inspired, and you're going to already have things that you can take. Of course, you can do them on your own. There's no pushiness. And I would love you even to experience how it feels to have a warm sales experience, right? Where you feel relaxed and okay, in control, and not pushed around. So I invite you to that call. If you are interested, you can get the link below or above or wherever it is. Click on that. If it's not available to you now, then put it in your calendar for the first of the month and then go there immediately so that you can snag one of those free strategy sessions. And if I think I can help you further, I will let you know and we can discuss that. Okay? If not, I'll guide you into the right direction of what's going to be best for you. All right, y'all, have an amazing rest of your day or night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And remember to live a life by design, not default. Bye.